Hi, welcome back to the module 8 of Design of Mesh Elements. Our learning objectives are elucidate the SN curve and its use in design of mesh elements and estimate the endurance limit for finite life. To design for finite life, we are going to consider SN curve. Here in y-axis, we are going to take strength, and in x-axis we are going to take number of cycles. Strength, number of cycles, curve. Actually, this curve has been drawn in log scale because here number of cycle is we already know that endurance limit is we are finding endurance limit for 10 power 6 cycles. So it's a bit higher value. We cannot plot that much bigger value in a single page. So only this curve has been drawn in log scale. Fine. What this curve says? This curve says up to 10 power 3 cycles, the reduction in strength is gradual. After that, up to 10 power 6 cycle, the reduction in material strength is drastic. After that, it remains same, almost same. Our test results also confirm this. So, by using this curve, we can find the strength which is suitable for the given number of cycles. In our earlier modules, we have learned that how to find endurance limit and how to use that endurance limit to design for infinite life. All the components need not be designed for infinite life. For example, if you are designing a bar which is going to be subjected to a load for 10 power 4 cycles, means 10,000 cycles. For that case, you need not design that component up to endurance limit. For that, what you can do now? You can draw a line from this 4 to this curve, and then you can draw a horizontal line. You can take this strength, and from this strength you can find the allowable strength. Allowable strength equal to this strength divided by factor of safety. By using this strength, you can design a component. What is the advantage? The advantage is by using this lower value, the dimension of the component will be higher. If you are using the higher strength, the dimensions will be lower, so you can save the material. So for the finite life case, by taking a higher strength, you can save the material. How to take that higher strength? SN curve helps for this. Actually, for steel, up to 10 power 3 cycles, the strength is reduced by 10 percentage. So we can eliminate that part, because that you might have seen in the previous slide, that is called low cycle fatigue. So you can eliminate from our calculations. So we are drawing the SN curve from 10 power 3 cycles. So we cannot take the ultimate strength here because this curve is drawn from 10 power 3 cycles. So we have to take reduced value, means 10 power reduction, sorry, 10% reduction. So we are taking 0.9 times of ultimate strength, and we are taking a log. That value we are pointing here. After that, as we learned in the earlier modules, we will find the endurance limit, and then we will take the log value, then we will plot it here. Then in the y-axis we will put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. Actually this gives this indicates the number of cycles. 3 means 1000, 4 means 10,000, like that. So you are taking the values here. Then when you are putting 6 now, you just draw a line and then this endurance limit. So this will give the SN curve. Now after drawing all these lines, what you can do now, you just draw a line joining these things. Now this is our SN curve. In our problem, they will say that this component will be subjected to this many number of cycles. So by that data, what we can do now? We can draw a straight line to this curve and we can take the horizontal value, and from here we will get the strength. How to do all these things? We can use the similar triangle property. Here you can see two triangles, AEF. AEFA is one triangle, ADBA is another triangle. For both these triangles, this value, this theta is same, right? So we will take tan theta. We will take tan theta. Tan theta equal to opposite by adjacent. So for this triangle AEF, tan theta equal to EF by EA. In this same manner, in the bigger triangle, tan theta equal to dB by dA. Okay, now we know this dB value and we know this dA value, and we know this EF value also. So the only unknown is DE or EA. By finding this EA, we can find DE. By using this DE value, we will be able to locate this point E, and by taking the anti-lag, we will be getting the strength. We can use that strength value to find the allowable strength. By doing this, we can save the material. In our next class, we will see how to use this SN curve to solve a problem. Thank you.